Nope. Okay.
Hi.
Sure. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all right. I had a different system, but Michael really just got in there and put everybody on screen. But let's do it that way. Okay, ready? No! Oh my god. Oh boy! Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You Winter Edition! Our panelists will each tell a story, and it's up to you and the other guests to grill them and find out if their story is true or a lie. Let's welcome our first panelist, host of the Bedpost podcast, People... Wait a second, her camera's not connected. I can't do anything. I can't add her. Okay, let's move on to the second panelist. She'll make you say, good grief. She's the host of Finders Grievers, and I couldn't think of something wintry to say about her. It's Shohana Sharmin. He's the co-host of Killed to Death, a podcast all about cold, dead bodies. That's wintry. It's Griffin Toplitsky. And Erin...
I love to lie.
And Erin is around, however, I cannot add her to the stream because her devices seem to be not connected. So let's just hang out here for a minute and let
That's
Erin...
an advantage if we can't see her face.
This is true.
That is so true. I'm going to ask you guys, I guess, to kind of stall with me for a couple of minutes
Sure.
until Erin gets her stuff together here.
How does my mic sound? How does my video look? This can be a group, tech check.
You look great. You sound great. Both of you.
Poor stalling.
I see that Shohana has changed her location since the last show you were on.
Yes, that last show was done at my work desk. This is being done at my not work desk. This has better lighting, which is better for evening, and it also hides my pimple patches.
Oh, beautiful. Love it. Okay, so it looks
I have
like
a sneaking
Erin...
suspicion Erin's ready.
Erin's here. Let me do her intro. This is going perfectly so far. Host of the Bedpost podcast, people pay her to be ice cold. It's Erin Pim, everybody. I'm so glad that went off without a hitch.
Flawless, Mariana.
Okay, well, here we are. We're ready to do the show. But first, I'm going to say let's chit-chat a little. Tell us a little bit about some winter memories you have that you love.
Are you drinking eggnog?
Fuck yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got a Christmassy Malibu rum and ice.
Oh.
Nice bottle of water.
Oh, jingle.
There's
jingle.
ice in it.
There's not ice in it, but
So
we can
festive.
pretend there's ice in it.
I'm excited for our very indoors Christmas we're going to have. Very solo indoors Christmas on the horizon. Oh, baby. It's going to be cozy and warm. Because we're literally not allowed to leave our houses.
Okay, so do you guys want to just jump right into this game?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so how this is going to work is before the show,
It's water.
before the show, everybody, we've got some truths from everybody, and we had some lies written by the marvelous Matt McCready for everyone. And what we're going to do is, when it's your turn, and I think I'm going to go in alphabetical order, so we'll go, if I know the alphabet correctly, Erin, Griffin, and then Shohana. And I'll pop in the private chat your sentence. And you will have to defend, explain why this is true to everyone, even if it's false. Everybody will grill you, questions, your guests will grill you, the chat will grill you, and you're going to have to answer as if it's 100% true. And in the end, we're going to have to figure out if you're lying. Yeah.
Thrice.
That is lying.
Thrice a
So
liar.
Griffin seems to understand this very well so far. All right.
All right.
You guys ready? We're going to start with Erin. Erin, check the private chat for your sentence.
Yeah. All right. Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
The second time I ever had sex was in a park in the winter.
Oh, a very
Ah!
merry bone sesh.
Big laugh at the end that was not convincing. I don't know about anyone else. That big laugh felt like a.
I'm a laughy person.
Okay.
I'm a jolly person. I like
What
to
park?
laugh.
Yeah, which park? Great question.
Oh, great question. I lived in Dundas at the time, so it was like it was like this crispy new park, like in this very newly built kind of survey. Lots of new houses, and just like this park built amongst the houses, like
Dundas, Ontario?
in Dundas, Ontario. Yes.
Had
And you
the park? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, and you don't remember the name of the park at all.
No, I don't know if it had a name. I don't think it did. Honestly, it was like one of the things of like within a residential area, there was like a playground kind of just like thrown there, you know. It was not big.
Had the park always been the plan for the evening, or was this spontaneous? Or were you guys like, we're gonna go to the park later?
We're gonna make a real night of this, and
We're gonna christen this new park.
yeah, we're. I love opening a crispy new park. No, it most definitely was spontaneous. I think, and when I say I think, I mean I know we were quite high at the time, so it probably seemed like a good idea to like.
Why wasn't one of your houses an option?
Well, Griffin, we were a little young, and our parents were probably occupying our homes at the time. Okay. So it was a crime of necessity. The public indecency part of it, I'm gonna say.
So, like a bench situation?
Oh, great question.
Nope, the ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, not even one of those like plastic dinosaurs.
See, that's a great idea. Hindsight 2020.
Was there snow on the ground at the time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was cold and shitty. Yeah. I'm gonna volunteer a piece of information.
Sure.
Which may or may not be the funniest part of the situation. Is that it wasn't like just the two of us hanging out. There was a third person hanging out with us, and the three of us went to the park together. So like,
what happened to the third person, or were they involved as well?
They weren't involved. They kind of were like, I think we kind of gave him like a sly signal of some sort to go somewhere else.
Do you remember what your sneaky hint might have been? How did you manage to pull that off?
I don't think it was super sneaky. I think it was just like, we were like, hey.
Hey, what are the swings like?
You just do this for a bit. Like, what was this?
You know what? I think he was like so, so just not a prude and like didn't care. I'm pretty sure we were just like, hey, can you give us like 20 minutes or something? Like, I'm pretty sure we just like dismissed him to like go smoke a bowl somewhere else.
Now this is going. You feel free not to answer this, but I am curious with the snow situation. How undressed did the parties involved get?
That's a good question.
You feel free not to take it.
He was just on the swing set minding his business, says Cody.
Still there now.
He wasn't. He was like, he went respectfully far away. He went to the like furthermost corner of the park to give us some privacy. No, there was like pretty much no undressing. Like we undressed what we had to address, everything else not at all. And then when our friends like, I guess maybe we called him back. I think we're like, hey, we're good. Like, if you want to read
hey, we're good.
We were.
All right, that's enough from us. We're bored. Get back.
He came back and he was like, he was like, "Oh, beautiful view. You know, there was a full moon tonight." And I was like, and I for sure knew that was a joke, and like he didn't actually just like see me nude or boning a person, because he knew what we were doing, obviously. But I never like undressed to the point of my ass being out anywhere. So I was like,
a crescent moon.
Yes, yeah, it was just like a sliver of a moon, you know, that evening. So I was like, oh, good, he didn't like see us really, because he made that joke, because we were really dressed pretty much as fully dressed as you can be while fucking.
Oh, it's time to guess.
It's time to guess.
What year was this?
Where?
What year was this?
Oh, it was so long ago. It was the most long ago.
But
I'm like 40, so it was like 20 plus years ago.
Long
time. Okay. All right. Do we do a sidebar now?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know how to, but yeah.
You can do a sidebar, but Erin will hear you.
I don't know. It could be either way. I'm leaning lie, I think, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Ooh, do we need to be in agreement? I would say truth, if anything. Now this
you don't need to be in agreement, and points don't matter at all. This is just for fun. So
sure, but we do get points.
Yeah, absolutely. You get 1,000 points if you're right. But when it's time to reveal it, I'm going to try again. I hope you remember last time, Erin, that we had graphics for truth and lie, and they did not work, but we're going to try again. So just let me know when you're ready to reveal it, and I'll try it. Anyway, go ahead, Griffin.
No, I'm gonna say true. It might have been a bit of like strategic metagaming on your part, but to offer up information about your friend, to not be like pimped into it, to be like, oh, my friend was there too. That might have been to trick us, but I'm buying that it was because it's legit.
Cody.
He was at a park, man. He was having a blast.
He was getting high as fuck.
Nice.
Sex if you ass.
Oh, well, then you were lying. It wasn't sex.
Okay.
No, I'm saying true.
Unity, I will also say true.
Okay, we don't split the points though. It's 1,000 each.
Okay, yes.
My story was. Yeah, I had sex in a park in the winter when I was a teenager.
For 20 cold minutes.
20 cold minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't the best of my sexual experience.
Sounds awful.
Okay. Amazing story. Let's go with Griffin.
Ooh, oh, okay. I gotta open the chat here.
Okay. Get ready. I am struggling.
Oh, this is alphabetical by first name.
Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't prepared. I could not pronounce toboggan until I was in my 20s.
How did you pronounce it before?
Can you do me a favor, Griffin?
Yeah.
Can you say it? Say it again. Say it again.
Toboggan.
How did you say it before?
He said it different before.
Yeah, he said...
It would be a variety of ways of which I was never fully sure how to commit.
Give it another shot, buddy.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, which would you have said was right out of...
That's not how this works.
Okay, in that case, toboggan?
This is the truth.
This might just be great acting.
Toboggan. Repeat after me, Griffin. Toboggan.
Toboggan. Sorry. Well, no, I'm saying the same thing. I'm just putting the emphasis on the first part. It's toboggan then.
Why? Who taught you to say it like that?
Like so many people have tried. This will invariably come up at any gathering, whether it be Christmas or not.
Every party got to have a toboggan chat.
But I do think I have it down now, like, good. But now I'm doubting myself. Like, not now, but
No.
the general now. Toboggan. Toboggan.
What are you doing?
What's going on in your head when you say it? Like, what?
I'm trying to get the first.
Here?
Because I thought I was doing it, and then you said it was toboggan.
It is toboggan, right? Now I'm questioning my own sanity.
Don't do
Aaron,
don't go down this spiral, Erin.
How do you say toboggan?
Strong. We are your only line of defense here.
You say it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm never saying it again.
You can't say it either. What I think I've said is not only a truth, but a universal truth. One in which we all share.
Griffin, are there other words that you have trouble pronouncing? Like, as an adult, are there words you still can't kind of wrap your head around?
I'll say I say anything weird. But other than that, there's not like an example or two I have.
Was the word
What?
anything? What'd you
Yeah.
say?
What did you say?
Anything.
Anything.
Well, it's just
On purpose now. I think he's fucking with us now.
Say another word. Anyone.
What word? What word do you want to give me?
Anyone.
If anyone wants, they can check out my podcast where it's exclusively me talking.
Okay, do you know how you used to say toboggan? Like,
Again, there was never like a consistent error. It would always be like just
be
never.
different.
I would never. And I think part of the problem is too never quite committing to one, and that like first syllable would always be so drawn out that immediately it like clicks people's ears into it.
yeah, because when you first said it, you were like toboggan. You said
'Cause I
something weird with the end of the word.
Yeah.
Okay, well then the whole thing's fucked.
I have a question because the statement was I couldn't pronounce toboggan until I was in my 20s, which implies that in your 20s there was a turning point.
How
Yes.
old are you? How old are you, Griffin?
I'm late 20s.
So you couldn't pronounce it until you were in your 20s? So you think you can pronounce it now?
I do think I can pronounce it now. Well, I'm questioning it.
You clearly can't.
I want to hear the turning point, the day when you were like, now I can pronounce it. Like, what happened?
There was no I wish I had a day and I wish I was like this person in my life was the one who was like my savior, but there was not. It was more as if more and more frequently it came up less. You know what I mean? Like whereas I was like, I guess also graduating high school helped because it was like a big running joke in high school. And then like entering university, all of a sudden it like started. It would still come up at again like gatherings and yo, you want to know something stupid about this schmuck? But it honestly faded away to a point where I was like, yeah, I think I've got it down, and I do. Until this, I did think I had it down.
So I have a feeling you wrote this as a truth, but it's actually a lie because you cannot pronounce toboggan.
You've said it like 4 different times in this conversation.
All different ways too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was saying it the way you told me to say it.
Oh my god, I don't
I
know.
break
what
it to
say.
you. We just
Kind of,
undid a
yeah.
decade of progress. Feel okay about it.
Okay, I'm gonna say. I mean, I have to say. More and more. I mean, I think you wrote this as a truth. I think it's false because I don't think you still can't pronounce it. But I think you did write this as a truth for today.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like fucking with us, but the 4 different ways of pronunciation does make me think that
You can't pronounce it.
it's the truth. I don't think you're still like confident about how to pronounce it. The presentation in you that came out tonight. Just calling it like it is.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you. I'm on board.
So that story was
Very
Toboggan!
Ah! How very dare you?
It was the 4 different ways. It was like, anyway.
I said it 2 different. That second time, I was like, "Oh, quick! Say it like maybe like you're not confident about it." And then like toboggan came out, and I was like, "Oh, I oversold that. I've dug myself a hole here."
I think we're all learning today that Griffin is an incredible actor.
Yeah.
Griffin, have you tried acting?
Barely.
No.
The school story.
I hate the stage.
Okay, are we ready for Shohana?
Yeah.
Here you are, Shohana.
When I was in grade 2, I got in trouble for falsely accusing a teacher of brandishing me with a snowball.
Can you repeat that?
When I was in grade 2, I
Okay.
got in trouble for falsely accusing a teacher for brandishing me with a snowball.
You falsely accused a teacher of brandishing you. What do you mean by brandishing? Because I thought brandishing is just like showing aggressively.
Yeah, but it was like, I just felt like they were being, like, I don't know, I was young and I was like, that's too much.
They threatened.
Like-
Did you feel like they were threatening you with a snowball?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Were they like, ah? But you made that. But you made it up. You said.
I honestly don't even think like that happened with the teacher. I think it was like a kid, but I didn't want to like, I don't know. I didn't like this teacher, so I was like, I'm gonna fuck her up.
Oh my
okay.
god.
This
So
was
this-
my English teacher
Sure.
in grade 2, who like she was a lovely woman, but for some reason, like she would sometimes just like pick on me for littlest things. Like I had a really hard time between the like with not pronouns, prepositions like in and on, and I always got in and on confused. And we had a quiz, and it was all on in and on, and I practically failed. And like when she handed me the quiz back, she was like shady about it. She was like, "You need to practice," and I was like, "I hate you."
I'm gonna tell everyone you held a snowball.
all of my like rage came up, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And so then I like made up this story about like she threatened me with a snowball.
Okay, can you tell us the story that you made up, like in full?
Yeah, it was grade 2, so it's gonna be complicated. But I think I basically went. So I went home. I went home and I mean, she's fine now, I'm sure. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Not since she was fired from school. You haven't heard.
No,
from her.
she found a better life for herself. I went home and I was like, I knew that I had to sell this story because I was like, my mom was also a teacher and she was gonna see through my bullshit. So I like walked in the door crying, like not real tears, but like I've always been very good at fake crying. At least as a kid I was. And I just was like got out of the car as I was going up the stairs to my house. I was like, come tears, come tears, come tears. And they came right as I was walking in. And my mom was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm a teacher. And she like did the whole thing of like, I can't. And then I was like, Miss Gomez tried to scare me with a snowball. Miss Gomez tried to like hurt me with a snowball. And she was just like, what? And I was like, yeah, Miss Gomez. Like she tried to hurt me. And she was just like, okay. Like it wasn't the kind, like my mom wasn't going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to call Miss Gomez right now and da 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 da. But she was like, okay, well, we'll deal with it later. And then I think like the next day she was like, did that really happen? And I was like, yes. And she was like, did it really? And I was like, no. And then I gave up.
Okay, so there were no consequences for Mrs. Gomez.
No, Miss Gomez.
The story never got back to her.
No.
Right. You just.
I bet it did, though.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they had the Teachers Club.
Oh, I have a follow-up.
Mhm.
Did she treat you differently after the incident at school?
Well, she didn't find out. As far as I know, she didn't find out about it.
So she kept treating you the exact same way?
From what I recall, I also graduated and went on to a different teacher pretty soon after. So this was winter. So
Good timing on that move, then.
yeah. This is all in Bangladesh, by the way, where like December like is the end of the school year. So I really got lucky with all the whole thing. I just like moved to the next grade. She was out of my life.
Did you say how old you were?
I was in grade 2.
Grade
so
2, yeah.
7.
Okay.
I'm ready to lock in a guess here.
Yeah,
no more questions needed.
Oh, what a coincidence! It's time to guess. I'm gonna go with true. I think this is true. I can see this. I can see this for you. Try to get a shitty teacher fired. I like it. I want this to be true, so I'm saying true.
I'm going to say lie because kids are nasty. Kids are nasty little guys. And if they want to hurt a teacher, the story isn't just going to be they tried to scare me with a snowball. I don't think. I think the story would be like, oh, Miss Gomez like threw a snowball and it hit me in the face. Like
but then I'd have to show where. Sorry, not to interrupt, but then I would have to like show the bruise that I did not have.
Trying to talk me out of my guess. Not going to work.
Sorry.
Not going to work.
Not my time to talk.
Like I said, it's locked in.
I'm firm on my.
I think it was a lie.
True. Judge of character.
Snowballs in Bangladesh, guys. It's 25 days all year round. I saw my first snow when I was 13 years old.
No.
I even gave you a clue. I was like, this is in Bangladesh, by the way.
So you threw us a lob right now.
I did.
And we both
which was by
just...
Yeah.
Because I said it, and then I was like, oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that's true. We were like, where was it? You were like, oh, this happened in Bangladesh.
I didn't do it.
Oh, how embarrassing.
I made it harder for myself and then had to add more.
We didn't question you about that part at all.
I think we have time for maybe one more round each, and then maybe we can do like a rapid fire, kind of like how we did last time. So, okay, give me a second here. I gotta figure out what to do.
So I think I got both of you wrong. Is that what I did?
I think I
both my guesses were wrong. I think
I got 2 rights.
I think I got 2 wrong.
I am so glad that you guys are keeping score.
I'm at 4,000 points.
I'm working on winning this tonight. That's all I've got right now.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Erin, look in the private chat for yours.
Yeah. All right. Once I attended a Christmas party for a workplace I hadn't yet technically started at, and I made $500 at the party.
What workplace?
It's a dungeon.
Oh, okay.
It's a sexy kind of a workplace.
It's a dungeon.
Sure, which is your real life work. Well, I know that to be true.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying.
Christmas party for a workplace I hadn't technically started working at. So what did you do to make the $500? You don't have to get into it, into specifics. But was it in that realm?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. I like ended up just taking money for stepping on a bunch of people that night. Like a lot of people. Like the more people saw me doing it, the more people were like, "Can I do that with you?" And I was like, "Sure," and gave them the rate.
Were there other people making money there at this time, or was it just you?
No, there were, but I was definitely making the most money. I was working I was hustling that
the most
night.
steps.
Yeah, I was like. But it was definitely a surprise. I had not started working there yet, and I just showed up to like basically make friends with the other employees, and then I just made a lot of money, the most money.
Why do you think people were approaching you specifically? Like, were you wearing like a special spiky boot or something?
I think we were introduced as like the people that work at this establishment. So like the people knew like the 6 of us were people that worked there, right? And that was in the realm of like what was happening at the party that evening. So
just for winter soccer.
It's important for traction. And yeah, and I think, once people saw me doing that, like every person was like, ooh, that looks fun. Oh, that looks fun. And just kind of got in line, honestly. It was a very overwhelming experience for me.
How much money per step?
Per step. We did 10-minute. It was like this thing that night where it was like you could do 10 minutes for, I think you could do 10 minutes for $10 or something. Like it was some sort of a Christmas fun thing that was happening.
So you did 500 minutes of this?
Yeah, I did it back to back all night.
So you didn't really get a Christmas party.
No, not a bit. Like after like 4 hours of this, I was like, can I stop? Like what's happening? This is like way fucking too much.
So is the $500, if it's 500 minutes, that's...
I got tipped a lot as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's customary in the business to whatever that is. Put money down my shirt, I guess, was the motion.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, sorry, my internet lagged, and I think I said that in the middle of you talking. That's exceptionally rude. You're just telling a story, and I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to guess.
Your next thing is going to be, I'm rude, and I'm going to be like, true! Okay, this story is...
I didn't guess.
Wait, no.
You guys guessed.
I think true. I think this is an easy true.
I've been wrong about everything tonight, but I think true. Yeah.
It's true.
Congrats.
That's great.
Congrats on $500.
Yeah.
I mean, it was surprising, and as I said, soup's overwhelming. Like this is not what I thought it would be.
Have you had Christmas parties since that you've gone into more prepared?
Yes, now that I know like that's kind of the setup, I was like, oh, okay, yes. And I know how to kind of moderate that a little better for myself. And then also to just be like, tell people that I can do other stuff too. Because I was like, I just did that one thing all night. It was very weird. But yeah.
Griffin?
Yes, I saw it pop up here.
Yeah, your sentence is in the chat.
Okay. My family has a Christmas tradition involving a pickle. Self-explanatory. I think we can wrap this up.
What's the tradition?
Yeah.
It's a pickle tree ornament.
That's
it's
it?
Sorry. It's it's a hunt. It's a hunt through the tree on Christmas morning to try and find the pickle ornament in the Christmas tree.
So it's not an actual pickle. It's an ornament.
It's an ornament, but it's very reminiscent of a pickle, bumpy, green, curved.
So one of you who hides it?
Yeah.
The pickle master that year.
What? Who's the pickle master?
No.
Whoever won last year.
Okay.
Sorry, who was the pickle master last year?
I don't remember who hit it last year, but I won it, so I'm pickle master for this year's Christmas.
Where are you gonna hide it, Griffin?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. It's a very because you gotta scope out the tree and look for the best spot, behind what ornament. But my strategy in other years when I have done this is you gotta go close to the tree because in the center, in the depths of the branches, because no one goes through the tree, or off one of the bottom branches, swinging next to the ground.
How many times have you won?
Yeah.
So I think. My honest guess is that I'm the only family member who really cares about this, because I attack the tree aggressively. So every other year I will win. Because the pickle master doesn't play, so this year I don't get to play because I have to hide the pickle. But for like next year, I'm gonna be in there throwing elbows.
And is all you win the honor of being pickle master, or is there an actual prize as well?
There's a gift. There's the Pickle Master gift. It's a special gift that you buy.
What is the special gift?
It's whatever the Pickle Master chooses.
Oh,
so
okay.
you have to buy a gift this year?
I have to buy a gift this year. Yes.
What are you buying?
Well, what if one of my family members is watching this stream?
What was bought last year? What'd you win last year?
Last year, I don't remember what I won last year. I know one of the years I won, my mom did the Pickle Master gift, and it was this thing that you fill with lemon juice and you microwave it, and it sprays lemon juice all over the inside of your microwave as it heats up, and then you just wipe the microwave clean, and it cleans the microwave.
Great gift.
Okay, so when for this tradition,
yeah.
So like, does somebody say go, and then you all just attack the fucking tree? Like, what actually is happening?
This will be post stocking, pre gifts.
Okay.
So after the stockings, or no, you know what? Actually, that part's a lie. It's before the stocking.
Do you?
So I command everyone out of the room. I say, when I'm Pickle Master, I say, everyone get out of the room. I'm hiding the pickle in the Christmas tree. And then I had the pickle in the Christmas tree, and then when it's ready, I'm like, it's ready, come, and they all come running in.
This happens moments before. It's not like planned the night before.
No, it's morning of.
Okay.
This is so
Time to guess.
Griffin. I mean, I believe you.
I
believe
you. Say true because of the specificity of Pickle Master and having to buy a gift, and I don't know. There's just a lot of detail. I feel like it's true.
I'm gonna say true.
Yeah.
Well, that story was. I'm the Pickle Master this year! I'm so excited to talk about it.
Congratulations, Griffin!
Thank you so much. I won last year, and I'm gonna get to buy the gift this year.
Oh my god, I love it. I really, really wanted that one to be true.
I respect how hard you had to hold your excitement back that whole time.
Oh my god, the
Shohana?
comments are blowing up about the pickle.
Oh, I should read some comments.
The comments are going nuts.
So I once had to explain to my mom that Santa Claus is not real.
Say again.
I once had to explain to my mom that Santa Claus is not real.
You had to explain to your mom that
because she thought Santa was real.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would she?
Did you ever get gifts as a kid?
Okay, to set the stage, I was 17 or 18 years old at the time. This was in Toronto, and it happened, I think it was like October, November, around that time of year. My mom saw the Santa Claus parade on TV. I think it was like CP24 was showing it all day, and she saw it and was like, oh my god, like, who is this? And so,
who is this glorious man, and what are his accomplishments that warrant a parade?
Oh my god, who is this? And she came to me. I was in the next room, and she came and she like stood in the doorway and was looking really confused. And I was like, what's going on? And she was like, I don't get it. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, who is he? And I was like, who's who? And she was like, who's Santa Claus? And I was like, oh. And
okay, so it's not like she knew of Santa all these years and believed in him.
Yeah.
This was she just found out about Santa.
Yes.
Okay.
I was 17 and she was 49 when this occurred.
Okay, that's slightly more believable. I didn't.
Yes. I was imagining an insane life.
Kids buying all the gifts or something. Yeah. Or another family member.
Oh, quick! Mom's coming. Hide.
Okay.
we had a big long talk about Santa Claus, and I really was like, no, like I'm so sorry to tell you this. He's not real. And
So Santa's not universal.
he actually, in Bangladesh, he was around a lot, but my family doesn't celebrate Christmas. So
Okay.
it just
But
never
Santa was around.
He was, yeah. I went to a Catholic school in Bangladesh, so like I knew of Santa because all my friends who were Christian, I was the only Muslim, were celebrating Christmas. So like I learned about Santa through them, but my mom wasn't in class with me, so she never really picked up on it. She didn't come face to face with Santa until we moved to Toronto, and she saw it on CP24.
Yeah, and she saw a big parade.
She
Thought,
saw
it's the mayor, Santa Claus.
She saw a guy on TV. She was also trying to learn English at the time.
Yeah.
And so she saw this man on TV who made no sense, and all he said was ho, ho, ho. So she literally was like going through the dictionary. What is ho, ho, ho? And I was like,
Oh, that's incredible.
not English, mother. I'm so sorry.
It would be confusing.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Oh, I believe this.
I buy this too. I think this is true.
Yay, that's so
Weird
funny.
childhood. It's been great.
That is somehow the cutest story ever.
I love it.
What is ho ho ho?
What is that?
Aw.
Oh my god.
So we have a little bit of time left, but I don't know if we have enough to do an entire round for everyone. So we're just going to do a little bit of rapid fire because we've got a lot of stories left over. So what I'll do is we'll do the same thing, but like way faster. So basically,
Like one question each or whatever?
yeah, maybe just like a quick question and just we'll guess real quick. Okay.
Great.
So let's start with Erin. Sorry, I gotta be faster at this. Here you go.
Fire Mariana. Okay. My ska band opened for a snow concert in the late 90s.
Opened for a snow concert.
A snow concert, yeah.
What was your band called?
Little Red Wagon.
What'd you play?
I was the lead singer and backup vocals.
I buy it.
I buy it. Little Red Wagon was awesome. Good pull.
You came up with it like that.
No,
That was great.
you know what? It's because that is a partial truth. I was in a ska band called Little Red Wagon. I did not open for Snow, but I opened for Sum 41 and Avril Lavigne. Oh, hi, Mike. Bye, Mike.
I don't know what that was about.
He just wanted to check in with us. It's cool.
Sorry
and
about that.
Matt wrote all the lies, so Matt knew of my ska banding days.
Ah.
So he was tricking you.
Cool.
That one's for Griffin.
This one's for me. Let's see. I worked a job at a curling rink making the ice bumpy.
How do you make the ice bumpy in a curling rink?
You put water all over it with a sprayer.
Mm.
And you walk backwards down the ice.
And it gets bumpy?
And it makes the ice bumpy. Because the little freeze on the ice.
Lie.
Hard no.
This is all a lie.
No!
Look at me! I worked at a curling rink. I was an avid curler.
Were you?
Yeah. You gotta make the ice bumpy.
I don't even know why you need to do that.
Shohana.
Yes. During the pandemic, I learned how to meditate while sitting in the cold. So I could do it outdoors in the winter for hours.
Why did you want to do that outdoors in the winter for hours?
Because I am trapped in a tiny apartment all day otherwise.
Okay.
What's the longest you would go? What do you mean a couple hours? How long would you actually be out there
Like
meditating?
anywhere from 40 minutes to 2 hours.
Do you dress in like snow gear?
Not like I dress according to the weather.
Mm.
And do you feel cold?
Do you feel cold?
Do you feel temperature?
I mean, when I'm meditating, I'm really like focused on Yes, I feel the cold. It's all about mindfulness. So yes, I am feeling the cold, but I'm not letting the cold overtake me. So.
Oh, cool.
I think this is true.
Yeah, it's
I'll buy
true.
this.
Damn.
I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this. I'm not good.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one.
Oh, I read your next one just now.
My next one is sitting on Santa Claus's lap makes me horny, but only if he's very old and very fat.
What is it about the age and size?
I think older men are sexy, and I just love bears. Like, I just love big cuddly bears. I have partners that are overweight. I've had partners that are like a lot older than I like older, bigger men. They're hot. They're big boys. I love them.
So, and you like sitting in their lap if they are Santa?
I mean, if they're Santa, but also if they're not Santa, if you know what I mean.
Right. So what if
Time
it was?
to guess.
Oh no! I wanted to ask about an old skinny Santa.
Yes, Santa. I think lie.
What? I think lie because I read that whole question in Matt McCready's voice. That whole statement sounds so Matt. It sounds so much like Matt would say that it has to be him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lie.
I would never write that question. I would never write that statement.
Here's one for Griffin.
My dad dressed up as a snowman for Christmas one year, and I ran away and cried.
I don't have any questions. I believe this.
Well, what do you mean? Like you're a kid. I was like, I would say 4 max.
Uh-huh.
Like, this was an age where it was okay, and it's not embarrassing for me. Like, I was 4. My dad lumbers in. He's got like, I can't imagine that it looked like any kind of good costume. Like, my dad's not. He can't make a costume. That's not his skill set. He's an accountant.
He made it.
He made it or he bought it?
It must have been made, but in my memory, it's like a vivid, huge snowman coming at me. It still seems very real, but it can't have been good.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
It's so true.
Snowman would never scare me.
Get out of here! You're good at this.
Last one here. I think we'll wrap it up after this, but here you go, Shohana. You're the game ender.
I once broke into my cousin's suitcase and put all her winter clothes in the toilet.
Why?
Because I wanted to. I was young. I was like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years old. My cousin was visiting from Germany, and she had brought like a lot of winter clothes and stuff. And I don't know why. One day I just decided that all her sweaters needed to be washed. So I broke into the suitcase, took them out. I tried to put them in the sink, but I couldn't reach, like they were heavy. So I was like, oh, I'll put them in the toilet instead. And so I tried to flush down a bunch of sweaters down the toilet.
So there was no malice. You weren't mad at your cousin, nothing like that. You were like, I genuinely want these clothes to be washed. Let me put them in the toilet.
Yeah, no malice. Just a general sense of cleanliness was what I was operating on.
You to your understanding at that time, you could clean things in the toilet.
Yes. I mean, honestly, my mom lost many bed sheets because of me, because I'd put things down the toilet all the time.
This happened more than once.
Many times.
Many times you had to be scolded about this.
It was sometimes I would take like just, pillowcases that I could find and just put them in the toilet. This was my way of cleaning, keeping our home running well.
Well, I do know the book, I Love You Forever. I buy it.
That little tidbit at the end made me believe this so much. Finally, I fucking guessed one correct.
Oh my god! I'm gonna give the game to Erin for finally getting one correct. Erin is the big winner today because I totally didn't keep track of points.
Probably
Thank you
Griffin
so
was.
much, probably. Thank you so
get a
much,
gift
guys. What a good game. How do you
Thanks,
feel?
Diana.
That was a blast.
That was great.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, everybody.